Okay. Here we have Peter. Peter's actually one of my clients that I am currently doing PT training for. He sent through his initial consultation forms already as well. So we will go through a little bit of that. So, hi Peter, how are you going?
Good, thanks.
So the reason that you're here to see me today is?
I have heart disease and I need to lose upper body weight.
Yep, and you say upper body weight because?
My doctor says I need to lose it.
All right. You can't see the lower half of Peter as well, though, but we do make jokes. He's got chicken legs, so he doesn't need to lose any weight off his lower body. So your heart doctor has specifically told you that you need to lose a little bit of weight. Okay, cool. You're currently 84 kilos, you said?
84 kilos.
And he wants you to get down to?
Between 70 and 74.
Okay, and that's based on your height?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Fantastic. You've made a note that to try to lose weight so far, you've tried drinking less alcohol and eating a little bit healthier.
Mm-hmm.
Describe how much, just for me for a moment, how much alcohol you think you consume and how healthy/unhealthy you think your diet might be.
My diet's pretty good. My alcohol is probably a little bit much.
Yep.
So
and
I just need to trim it back a bit.
Yeah, sure. And your drink of choice, your poison?
Red wine or beer.
Red wine or beer? Okay. Full strength beer?
No.
Okay. Mid-strength beer?
Yep.
Fantastic. And so you tell me what you're expecting from today's consultation.
Just some ideas on and some goals to reach.
Yeah, fantastic. All right. So do you have any goals yourself currently?
Yeah, to lose some weight.
To lose the weight, but no goals to sort of get you there. You know, you want to lose the weight, but no.
No, I exercise and I do all the right things,
yep.
Except maybe I just overdo things sometimes.
That's okay. So we're all human, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the losing the weight would be the main goal.
Yeah.
So we're talking 10 to 15 kilos is sort of.
Yeah, I would go 10.
Yeah, you're comfortable with 10. Fantastic. All right. Sorry about that. And you said that rather than wanting to be less stressed or have more energy, you literally just want to follow your doctor's orders. Straight along like that. Yeah. I like it. You had a little bit of trouble coming up with the goals. So we'll come back to that in a moment. We'll have a quick look at your diet. You say that you're currently following like a changed version of the 5-2 diet. So instead of doing the 600 calories on the 2 days, you're just reducing your calories on those 2 days. So around about the 1200 mark. Did you come up with 1200 in any way?
No, I've just worked that way.
Yeah. So you know that it's 1200 or are you kind of guessing?
No, I know it's 1200.
From an app or?
Yeah, My Fitness app.
Yeah, okay, fantastic. Funnily enough, because I have interviewed Peter's wife, just recently, the food from the 24-hour recall is very similar. So on Rising, you have water with your pills, heart pills,
yes.
Blood pressure pills.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. I'll get a little bit more detailed response from you for the paperwork a little bit later. For breakfast, you had the flat white with the lactose-free milk.
Yep.
Are you lactose intolerant?
No.
That's just something that you have because Jane is?
Yeah.
Okay. And your homemade egg and bacon roll. And you made a point of saying there's no butter on that. Yeah. Okay.
That one, yeah.
Cool. So we've got the multigram roll with the low-fat cheese, fried egg, and the shortcut bacon.
Correct.
Fantastic. For lunch, you had a chicken salad, which was just chicken, tomato, avocado, cucumber, and spinach. And for snacks, you had the NutriBullet juice, which had the watermelon, the orange, the lime, and water.
Yep.
You had a small wholemeal dinner roll with butter and Vegemite.
Correct.
Butter, not margarine.
Butter.
Yep. Okay. Is that something you've talked about with
your
your
doctor? We only use butter. We don't have margarine.
Don't have, just because you know about all the trans fats and things like that.
Yep.
Fantastic. And a medium banana.
Correct.
And for dinner, you had chicken and mushroom pasta with spaghetti, sauteed chicken breast, mushrooms, onion, garlic.
Correct.
Okay. Fantastic. And a little bit of cheese in that as well.
Correct.
And you drink tea?
I do.
Yep. 1 cup a day.
Normally 1 cup a day.
1 to 2 maybe.
In the morning, yeah.
Yep. Black tea.
Black tea.
No sugar.
No sugar.
Fantastic. And 1 cup of coffee, plenty of water.
Yes.
So 9 to 10 glasses he's written down. And 2 large red wines at dinner that night. So that was Tuesday. Was that a typical day for you?
Normally it is, except without the alcohol. On a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, we don't have any alcohol.
Yep.
Sorry, and
Wednesday. And Wednesday. Yep. Fantastic. And when you do drink on the Thursday, Friday, the Saturday, what are we kind of looking at number-wise there? You're grinning a little bit.
Probably too much.
So that, would you say that might be part of
I think
the upper body weight issue?
Correct.
Okay. Okay, cool. And you've written down that you don't crave any foods.
No, not really.
You don't avoid any foods.
No.
And you don't smoke, which is fantastic.
Mm.
So if we were looking solely at yesterday as something to go off, what would you say that you could do more of? So have more of or have less of? This is how we're going to help you get your nutritional
Definitely
goals.
less of the alcohol.
Less of the alcohol.
And maybe more fibre.
Yeah,
possibly.
yeah, fantastic. So I actually said this to Jane as well. It's sort of a little bit light on the vegetables. It's good that you had your chicken salad for lunch, which obviously bumped you up a little bit. And then the sort of token mushroom vegetable for dinner. But throwing in a little bit more vegetables throughout the day, I think would be good. You have the right amount of fruit, which is really, really good.
Every other day I'll have a pear instead of banana.
Okay, so you're mixing it up a little bit and making sure that you're not just, you're varying your diet basically, which is good. The NutriBullet juice, is that a common occurrence?
It is now, yeah.
And you change the fruits or?
No, it's often change the fruits,
Yeah, okay, fantastic. So instead of watermelon and orange, you might have?
Apple or pear or
something like that. Fantastic. All right, good. So you're getting plenty of different nutrients in there. So one nutritional goal that you did say was that you would like to have a better balanced diet with fruit and vegetables.
With more fruit and veg.
Yeah. You probably don't need to increase the fruit, which is good. You need about 2 serves a day. So it's that makes it easy. We just focus on the vegetables and making sure that you're getting a few different bits and pieces in there. And same as you're doing with your fruit bearing. So goal number 2, I have to write this down because I haven't already, was to reduce the alcohol. Yep. And let's throw a third one in there.
Fibre.
Increase your fibre. Fantastic. That's good. All right. Very, very good. As far as eating, so yesterday's eating goes, I got to kind of ask a few kind of gross digestion questions. You said no to burping, belching, nausea. Do you get bloated at all after eating anything particular? No. So you would say your digestion's generally pretty good?
Good, yeah. Excellent.
And you go to the toilet twice a day, and they're all
fine,
perfectly normal, which is fantastic. My note to you there would just be if we do look at increasing your fibre, obviously your body is running reasonably well as it is, so you increase it. You've got to be careful how quickly you increase it and how much you increase it, otherwise you might get some of those nasty sort of side effects.
Looseness.
Looseness, belching, burping, a little bit of digestive discomfort, I suppose. Let's move on to your benchmarks, they call them. So your energy levels, your stress levels, and your sleep patterns. So we'll just analyze that a little bit. The reason that we do this is to help me see if we need to change your diet to help your overall lifestyle and help how you feel. So what are your energy levels like, would you say? Yeah? You feel pretty good? How would you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, with 0 being very poor and 10 being just bundles of energy?
7 to 8.
Yeah, fantastic. Stress levels?
Reasonably low.
Yep. Peter mentioned to me before that he's got a couple of home tenders that he's been doing lately, and that tends to stress you out a little bit.
When I get them late, and I haven't got the time to finish them, so I rush to finish them.
That's the only really stress that you
Correct.
So just work-related stress. Do you manage that in any particular way?
Sure, I just go quicker and get it done.
Just get it done and move on, and then de-stress later. Does exercise help you unwind a little bit? Which is fantastic. Sleep, quality of sleep.
It's pretty ordinary.
In
the last couple of months. Why, I don't know.
So explain it to me a little bit. Do you wake up? Do you go to
wake
sleep
up 3 or 4 times a night.
And do you find it easy to get back to sleep after that, or not particularly?
Sometimes not.
So if you rated your sleep on a scale of 0 to 10?
Probably a 3 or 4.
So pretty low. Okay. Your diet-wise looks quite good. So let's just quickly go into your exercise. How much do you exercise?
I do 3 boot camps a week and 2 personal trainings.
And anything outside of that?
Plenty of walking and stuff like that.
So boot camp 3 times a week for an hour?
Yes.
I know because I do them. And the personal training for 2 half-hour sessions, and that's weightlifting, and then the boot camp is cardio related.
Correct.
And would you say that you go light intensity, medium, or high intensity?
Normally high, but I've dropped it to medium.
just heart issues sort of thing?
Mm.
Yep, just general health. And then how much walking would you do hour-wise per week?
If I'm not working, it's probably per week 10 hours maybe.
Yep,
walking.
of extra walking on top of the exercise that you're already doing.
Correct, yes.
Okay. The thing that immediately jumps out to me is that while your diet itself contains very good food, you're doing a lot of exercise and you don't have a particularly high amount of, say, carbohydrates and energy-giving foods in there.
Yep.
So I would ideally send you to either your GP or a dietitian to really, really nut that out. But from my point of view, it does seem as though you're doing a lot of energy-taking work and not really giving your body enough fuel to do that. And that could potentially be giving you a little bit of sleep troubles.
Right.
Okay. So that's what jumps out to me immediately, but we'd obviously have to
More spuds.
Hey, more potatoes. Yeah, sure. You eat very similarly to your wife, which is fantastic, but you probably both have very different energy requirements. So where you might be able to have more carbohydrate because you've got a little bit, say, more muscle mass on you, and you do sort of more vigorously intense exercise because Jane has a back injury, so she does it slightly lower intensity. So that might be something that we look at.
Okay.
So I'm going to just add in an extra goal as well of increasing whole grains. Do you know what I mean when I say whole grains?
Yeah.
Yeah. So give me a couple of examples.
Having more like muesli, grains in muesli and wheat bix and stuff like that.
And your breads, your pastas, your rices, things like that. Preferably the whole version. So brown rice being slightly better than white rice and things like that. I think, are you comfortable with me adding that in as a goal?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I think that would be something that really potentially helps with your sleep. What I personally would like to do is increase your whole grains and see if that has an impact on your sleep. If it doesn't, then that makes me go, there might be something else at play, and that's when I would then definitely send you on to a GP or a dietitian.
Sure.
Comfortable with that?
Yep.
So that is pretty much the majority of the information that I need. Before I tell you a little bit more about where we're going to go from here, do you have any questions for me?
No, it's all good.
Yeah. Okay, fantastic. So what I would like to do is give you a 6-month goal and a 1-month goal.
Okay.
So what are we looking at for your 1-month goal? What would you like?
It's Christmas.
So just sort of enjoy Christmas, maintain. Not
and the 1-month goal can be the end of January.
Okay. And what would you like for the end of January then, say?
Just to get probably better quality sleep and maybe try and start losing that little bit of weight.
Yeah. Just right. Better quality sleep. Okay, fantastic.
10% of your body weight I'm going to get rid of.
Much better with numbers than I am. And you want to look at losing that 10 kilos over the 6 months.
Yes.
Yep, fantastic. I think that's an achievable goal, and that it's good because we can measure and things like that and really track how you're doing.
Yeah.
With that in mind, I would really like to look at your nutritional goals. So better balanced diet with fruit and veg, reducing the alcohol, increasing the fibre and increasing the whole grains. I think it might help you. The fibre and the whole grains sort of goes hand in hand. I think that will help you out anyway.
Yep.
I'd like to send you perhaps a couple of links and information packs on exactly, what a whole grain is and how to get more fruit and veg in your diet and things like that. Not fruit, sorry, veg. And we will look at sort of maybe doing a food diary to decrease your alcohol a little bit. So you tend to find that when you have to report to someone, you might decrease it a little bit anyway.
No, I will.
Good. So that's what we'll look at doing.
Okay.
I'd like to look at a follow-up appointment in 2 weeks' time.
Sure.
Just to sort of see that you're on the right track with things. We leave it a little bit too long, then you might have not done anything.
Bearing in mind it is Christmas.
It is Christmas.
Tomorrow's the 1st.
That's absolutely okay. And I mean, Christmas is a good time to look at things and go, what's the absolute worst that could happen if it does tend to go that way.
Yep.
But you seem as though you're pretty committed to losing this weight, and because you've got the doctor behind you as a goal, so that definitely helps out because you'll be reporting not only to me but to him. So we'll look at doing that, and then probably a follow-up appointment a little bit after that as well, which we can talk about later on.
Okay.
All right. So does that seem good to you?
Sounds fine.
Excellent. All right. Thank you for coming in today, Peter.
You're welcome.
I will see you in 2 weeks' time.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks.